Hey everyone, Suzi here, and today we're playing Void Hunters. For today's video, we're going on into the patch notes. There is a lot to go over here. There is a big bit of information and a big old wall of text that I will read so you don't have to. So first of all, apologies. I actually can't get the settings to show how to change the font size and zoom. It's just disappeared from the settings for some reason. I clicked around, maybe they moved it, I don't know, but I can't find it. It was there. It's not working on the app right now. So I'm not going to bother with messing it around with things. I'm just going to leave this whole Discord thing full screen for the moment. And I will be reading it anyway, so hopefully that's helpful. If you are watching this video and prefer another language or subtitles, those will be there. You can always auto subtitle and auto translate. And that's just a feature with YouTube itself in the closed captioning CC button. Sometimes it just takes a few hours to render all those things. All right, so I have to be honest, I'm not really playing Void Hunters anymore because it's a temporary alpha that does end in a couple weeks. Sure, there's plenty of time to still play. But personally, being that there was no real, incentive to play every day, you don't get more rewards if you play every day or get further in the game. There was no leaderboards. There was no bonuses. There wasn't a daily login or anything special that's going to transfer to real accounts later on. So I kind of lacked incentive to play for a long period because you know it's going to get erased. So I didn't really feel like I wanted to play more than the first few weeks, a month at the most, because it just, didn't make sense to keep pushing when, it's a wipe, it's an alpha, as expected. So either way, if you guys have not played Void Hunters yet, yes, you absolutely can still play. As you see here, first of all, you're going to need to make sure we get the new update, so you want to click these links. But I think you can still play because there is, there's still the alpha access registration buttons. First you register, then you get access, but they might be capped out on PC client. I'm not sure. I'm honestly not sure there. But yeah, doesn't hurt. Come on in, find out, and try. All right. So first of all, the new PC version, you have to click the little store, and that will take you to open up the Microsoft Store option. And then this I noticed, it doesn't show an update, right? At all. Until you scroll and click a little bit, and then usually there's an update button here. But actually it's not even there. So it's so funny, I click download, and then it says update available. Really confusing. Sometimes the update shows, sometimes it doesn't. But there is an update there, so this is going to be the changes. Boom, boom. I might pop in and play a little bit if we want to do any other further videos after this update, but I just wanted to show you guys how that looks. Android, you just click and it'll take you to the Play Store, and you will update in your Play Store or your app from your app settings. You can do the same, and there's a link for Test Flight as well. All right, now I will continue reading through here. So we've got a couple of good pieces of news to share. First of all, we managed to prepare a big new update that addresses many of the bugs and crashes you've been reporting, and it should also help improve the overall stability of the alpha build. Our recent backend patch also improved login reliability, so we hope the upcoming weeks will be a much smoother experience for all of you. Bohdan is definitely the star of the show this time, with a new wave of nerfs that should stop him from wiping the whole roster in PvP, while still keeping his legendary traits and his ability to perform well in solo play. Please let us know in alpha feedback how he feels after the patch. Jagya also received a few changes, although not on the same level. To be fair, she's very OP, but from what I heard, it doesn't stop the traps from being OP. Let's see if that's the case. They did give us some patch notes a while ago, but it wasn't ready yet, so I don't think anybody shared them. Okay, one of the most commonly reported issues is not being able to complete hunting grounds objectives because of a bug related to RNG. When we made some balance changes to make things easier for new players, the system seemed to needed some big improvements. So please keep in mind the workaround with starting another hunt to shake the random generator might still help sometimes. Another issue was that since Easter, the PC version was not available to new players. This was caused by the 5,000 code limit for the Microsoft Office or Microsoft Store. We managed to change the flow so that our bot gives you a direct download link, and via the bot, which means access to the PC version is available again. The Discord login requirement says this stays the same. Okay, so you definitely can play on PC still if you haven't tried it out yet. This is going to be the last patch of the size during alpha. So far, bug reports and your overall experience with Void Hunters has been our priority, but you've also shared a lot of valuable feedback on how to improve things going forward. Some of those improvements require more complex design changes, and for the production team now, it makes more sense to focus on preparing future builds rather than continuing frequent alpha updates. This way, we can deliver more ambitious version in the future. The access to alpha will remain available until May 26. That's even longer than I expected. They said like May 8th last time I knew. So they're keeping it open longer. Sorry, we'll be playing Godforge by then. So there is still plenty of time to finish the content. To be fair, you could play both. While you're letting one doing auto clicks on one, you could just, you know, log and do your dailies on this game. Is it pretty quick, but the hunts take longer. All right, this way we can deliver more ambitious vision in the future. Wait, no, we already read that. Sorry. You can also expect an update with the roadmap soon after alpha includes. So future plans to come, I'll definitely make a video. Thank you again for the support and patience and feedback. Hope you'll enjoy the patch. All right, so again, I'm not really playing anymore, but I'm keeping an eye on things and I still want to cover the game. So I want you guys to know that if you want to stay up and know what's going on with Void Hunters because you're curious about it as well, then I will still be giving you guys the updates and news on this channel. Dev updates. Let's read the wall of text. Let's go. Whew, ready? Buckle up. All right, and we are just going to click through here and have the game on the side of the screen while I do this if I can, or at least so there's something interesting more than this wall of text, right? Why not? So, who's the hero going to be first? Okay. We don't talk about Bruno, no. We don't talk about Bruno. Okay, I'll click some red dots before I read the wall of text because why not? Let me just get a cool character on the screen because there's no way I can do battles. And yeah, there's no way I can do this and try to like properly play at the same time, right? Well, you know what? We'll just hit an auto YOLO and see what happens for a couple battles. Why not? Even if I fail, I fail. All right, stability. Fixed a server-wide session creation issue that could occasionally prevent players from entering the game, forcing a client restart. This also fixed a related issue where some PvP notifications could be lost, resulting in missing battle log entries. Fixed an issue where the game could enter sleep mode during auto battles and cutscenes. Oh my god, that was so annoying on mobile. I hope that stopped on mobile. Like my screen would just go black and the game would like close. I mean, it would like come back, but you had to like wake up your phone. Like fully go to sleep, not just dim the screen. Fixed an iOS crash that could occur after restarting the game and and rotating the screen. Fixed a dodge animation issue that could cause a crash in selected cases. Fixed a crash at the start of combat in Hunter Rivalry Challenge. Fixed a crash caused by triggering Arcmind a second time for Galen. Fixed a crash related to Galen's Arch Sorcery Common Skill. Fixed a crash caused by a Prisoner's Skill 3. And fixed a crash related to Tisha's Void Power trait. Alright, economy. Increased gold gained from selling gear. Increasing overall gold income. Rebalanced hunting ground rewards to provide more XP and gear while slightly reducing gold trophies. Increased patrol rewards to better compensate for lower rewards from individual hunting ground runs. Increase the appearance rate of selected quest encounters. And fixed rare cases where players could see an empty market after the energy balance changes. Alright, balance. This is the big one. Slightly reduced the base attributes of Jagya and Bright Eyes, and slightly lowered the amount of damage by Jagya's basic and Bright Eyes special one. Adjust Bohdan's base stats, slightly reducing attack, defense, and speed. Overconfidence no longer increases focus. Wait, there has to be more than that for Bohdan. Well, these are his skills, maybe. They didn't separate this very well. I don't know what's happening. Yeah, this is all Bohdan, but then they should have separated it by hero so it's way more clear, because I don't know the names of these heroes' traits if I don't have the hero. Weird setup here. I don't know what's going on, but I'm gonna read it. Okay, sorry. Fixed overconfidence, so defense and resistance are no longer treated as positive bonuses. Updated tearing through, basic, so burning is now inflicted only on critical hits, only during Bohdan's turn, and only for one turn. Reduced tearing through's basic damage from 75% to 70% attack. Reduce the tearing through basic crit damage bonus to 15% before awaken and 30% after awaken. Reduced lone piercer special piercing from 50% to 30%. Reduce lone piercer special during turn meter down to 10%, with 20% available only after 5 red stars. Fixed lone piercer, so empty slot calculations can no longer count summons or summon slots. Fixed special 1, so void cleanse is granted correctly based on empty team slots. Removed counter damage from I can take them, the trait. Reduce the I can take them attribute bonus from 15% to 10%. Untouchable is now granted correctly at 1 stack per enemy slot instead of 2. Fixed I can take them, so its attribute bonus now update dynamically when the number of empty ally slots changes. Fixed I can take them, so ally deaths and revives are now correctly included in the bonus calculation. Same thing, and fixed, so summons and summon slots are no longer incorrectly. I knew I was gonna lose. Sorry. I knew I couldn't do this and try to read at the same time. So bonus turn meter is now unlocked correctly at level 6 and scales with empty slots as intended. Changed void trait max health handling from direct to indirect scaling. And fixed hunting grounds post-combat HP carryover, so characters now retain the correct percentage of HP instead of absolute HP values, preventing unintended survivability scaling on Bohdan. Okay, so everything was about Bohdan except for the first bullet. The rest of that is all his skill adjustments. It's fair. That's what alpha is for, after all, right? This is exactly what these testing periods are for. This is the time to change heroes before the game is released and people are spending on them. All right, fix selected hunting ground encounters where generation issues could prevent objectives from being completed, blocking progression to higher hunting ground levels. Fixed an issue where leaving the game after killing a summon could incorrectly leave the summon slot occupied after reconnecting, causing an exception when the summoner attempted to spawn a new summon. And fixed Bruno's healing logic, so healing now applies correctly to all characters, while the relevant tags only increase its effectiveness. And fixed Galen's skill 3, so it can no longer be used? What do you mean fixed a skill so you can't use it? I don't know. I don't know what they mean there. Oh, right. Well, that was our detailed patch notes. So again, this is still open. Anyone can play if you haven't checked it out already. As you can see, it's a very beautiful game. It's just very different. I don't know that it's going to like resonate with people in the way that they might hope. Why do I have the wrong characters in there completely? Because this was from the last time. It's fine. But yeah, I think it's a really beautiful, well-made game. This game, as far as I know, and based on other people talking, has actually been in development a lot longer than Godforge has even been in. And then this is only alpha. But I believe this is their second alpha. But it's been pretty small and under, you know, tightly wrapped. Only like 200 and something people played their last alpha. So it was very small. They just started marketing with this alpha, it seems. I would guess they were trying to keep things chiller before, but hey, I really like this style. It's obviously a very beautiful, well-made, like the graphics are polished insanely, which again, this is a huge team, so I'm curious about who actually works on this project, because Artifacts Mundi as a developer has 2 studio locations, over 100 employees, and has made over 100 games. So it's actually a really big company. I hadn't been as familiar with it before, but apparently it's a really big company. So pretty cool to see though this style of game from them compared to the others that I saw listed on the website. They're a little bit different. But I think this, I don't know if this is their first like Western style gacha type event. Maybe there's, I don't know, a couple others that just were a little bit different. But yeah, anyway, this has been the update for Void Hunters, and if you guys want to play still, go right ahead. I have the link always to the Discord in my description and pinned comment. This is not sponsored. I'm just chilling and checking things out because I like the vibes and I'm curious to see what happens with it. And yeah, thank you guys for watching. Appreciate you hanging out. Be sure to hit the subscribe button and the like if you haven't already. I don't mention that enough, but if you want to stay on top of what I'm posting, that's certainly helpful to do so. And I will keep covering Void Hunters in the future when they have updates like that roadmap we talked about. We'll also be playing Godforge here very soon, and I will continue other 1-hour gameplay videos so you can check out other games to keep you busy. But be sure to check out the other channels here on the screen. The Watcher of Realms channel is my main daily posting channel for the Watcher of Realms content, and I also have been posting for the Yankee and Transylvania IRL content. I'm trying to do at least shorts more often so you can see the life of me, American expat now living in Romania, if I could talk, with a beautiful baby girl. Well, alright guys, I'll see you in the next one.